Hello, this is Reverend Don Lewis coming to you from beautiful Florida. And today our question comes to us from Sean096. And Sean096 writes to tell us that he is looking for a necklace with an opal in it. However, his friends have tried to discourage him from this on the premise that the opal is unlucky. One has told him that you should not wear an opal unless you are born in its month. Another has told him that you should not wear an opal unless it is a gift, and although apparently no one has said it, there are others who might say that opals are unlucky altogether. And Sean's question is, what is my take on this? Do I agree that opals are unlucky under many circumstances? Do I think that it's all a matter of what you believe? Etc. And my first answer is that I'm not a great believer in superstition, and this may seem very strange, coming from someone who is a witch and who practices magic. But I don't really see these as being in any way the same thing. I am a great believer in Plutarch's maxim that religion comes from love of deity, while superstition comes from fear of deity. And the former is to be desired and the latter is not. So I don't believe very much in superstitions, which are things that limit you. I believe that metaphysical knowledge is meant to empower us, to liberate us, to give us tools to address issues in our lives and in our world, not to hold us back because of silly things. So from that you can probably tell that I have no problem with our friend the opal. In fact, I'm wearing one. And this particular opal was a gift from my late father. And neither one of us is born in the so-called birth month of the opal. I personally see the opal as being a stone that has a lot to do with psychic and magical abilities, psychic and magical development. And if you want to work with these things, then I would think opal would be a good stone for you. I don't think it's unlucky in any particular context. However, like many stones that are connected to magical workings, there is an ancient belief that it can change color or brilliance if there is something negative impacting you. This is also a belief with turquoise, with emerald, and with various other stones. But that has nothing to do with any idea of its being negative, but rather with the idea that it can be a guardian to you and warn you of possible negativity. So I see opals in a very positive light, but there are many people who are very superstitious about them. However, this is not an ancient belief. Opals traditionally were considered rather lucky until the 19th century. And in the 19th century, there were a number of novels which used the idea of the opal as an unlucky or a cursed stone as a kind of literary trope. And the earliest one that I know of was 1829, a novel by Sir Walter Scott. And I believe there were a number of others that followed after, which kind of put this idea into the public mind. But it was not part of traditional metaphysical thinking before that. So I personally would not consider there to be anything to be worried about with opals, except possibly old Victorian novels. And I would certainly encourage you to find your opal necklace and to enjoy it and to work with it in terms of psychic and magical development. I think you'll find it very helpful. So those would be my thoughts on that matter. I hope you find them helpful, and until next time, may you blessed be. Hello, this is Reverend Don Lewis coming to you for Pagans Tonight Radio. Pagans Tonight Radio is an online radio network with different hosts and different shows 7 nights a week. There's something for every taste, including Spanish language programming on Saturday evening. Check out paganstonight.com today.